When I started learning English, the world was very different from what it is today. At that time, we did not have the internet or smartphones. There were no online classes, no language learning apps, and no YouTube videos to teach us. If we wanted to learn something, we had to work hard and find other ways. It was not easy, but we had strong determination, and we used what we had. My English journey began in those days, when everything had to be done the traditional way. I didn't have access to many resources, but I had the desire to learn, and that desire gave me the strength to keep going. In those days, books were my best friends. I used to read English storybooks, textbooks, and newspapers. I would borrow books from the library or buy old books from secondhand shops. I read them again and again. I didn't understand everything at first, but I didn't give up. I kept a notebook with me and wrote down new words and their meanings. I tried to make sentences with those words and use them in my daily conversations. There was no dictionary app, so I used a printed English to English or English to my language dictionary to understand difficult words. It took time, but slowly I started to learn more and more. Listening to English was also very important. I didn't have YouTube or podcasts, but I used to listen to English audio cassettes and language programs on tape. These were sometimes available at schools, libraries, or with people who were also learning English. These tapes helped me get used to the sounds and rhythm of the language. Later, when I had access to television, I watched English news and English movies. I did not always understand everything, but I watched carefully and tried to guess the meaning from the situation. Sometimes I would write down the sentences I heard and try to repeat them. I also practiced speaking in front of the mirror. I imagined different situations and talked to myself in English. This helped me gain confidence and improve my pronunciation. Writing was another big part of my journey. I used to keep a diary in English. Every day I would write a few sentences about my day. I also wrote short stories, essays, or letters. I knew my grammar was not perfect, but I didn't stop writing. I checked my mistakes and tried to learn from them. I asked my teachers to correct my writing whenever possible. Writing regularly helped me think in English and organize my thoughts better. It also made my vocabulary stronger. I also made use of my environment. I labeled things in my room with their English names. For example, I would write window, door, chair, and stick the paper labels on them. This helped me remember vocabulary in a fun and practical way. Whenever I met someone who could speak English, I tried to talk with them, even if it was just for a few minutes. I was shy at first, but I told myself that mistakes were part of learning. Slowly, I improved. There were many challenges in those days. Without the internet, it was hard to find answers to my questions. Sometimes I wanted to know the meaning of a word or understand a grammar rule, but I had no one to ask. I had to wait until I met a teacher or found the answer in a book. There were no videos to explain things in a simple way. I had to read carefully and think deeply to understand. It required a lot of patience. Sometimes I felt frustrated, but I reminded myself why I started. I wanted to learn English so I could have a better future, talk to more people, and explore the world. Now everything is different. Today, we have the internet and smartphones. Learning English has become easier than ever. There are so many free apps, websites, and YouTube channels that teach English in fun and simple ways. You can watch videos on grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary, and real-life conversations. You can join online classes, talk to native speakers through language exchange apps, and even learn from social media. If you have a question, you can search it on Google and find the answer in seconds. You can listen to English podcasts while walking or watch English movies with subtitles. The resources are unlimited. But with all these tools, it is still up to the learner to use them wisely. Today, many people have smartphones and internet, but not everyone uses them for learning. Some people spend hours on entertainment and social media, but do not give time to their goals. That is the biggest challenge today. The tools are there, but they only work if we use them correctly. If you want to learn English today, all you need is a clear goal, a plan, and the discipline to follow it. Even though the methods are different, one thing has never changed: the importance of hard work and consistency. Whether you are learning with books or with apps, you must practice every day. You must listen, speak, read, and write regularly. You must accept your mistakes and learn from them. You must keep going, even when progress feels slow. That is the real key to success. I feel lucky that I started learning English in a time without internet and smartphones. It taught me how to be patient, creative, and hardworking. It made me strong from the inside. Now, I enjoy using modern technology, but I still follow the habits I learned in the past. I mix old methods with new tools. I still read books, write by hand, and practice speaking in front of the mirror. At the same time, I use the internet to learn more, connect with others, and stay updated. If you are starting your English journey today, be thankful for the resources you have. Make a plan. Use the internet to your advantage. Watch videos, listen to podcasts, practice speaking with friends, write every day, and never stop learning. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. Keep going, and you will see improvement. Your journey will be different from mine, but your success will depend on your attitude, just like it did for me. So, start today and make the most of the time and tools you have. You have everything you need to succeed.